So what do you think the number one issue for the North Carolina House is right
Well,
now?
if I had to pick just one, because I think that there's four, but they're all very close together, very tightly. Education, teacher pay, jobs, and the economy. I think since the economy is already number one in the country for the last 3 years, I'd have to go back to education. We've had six successive budget increases in K through 12 since the Republicans have come in, and we need to continue that on into the future until we get to a point where teachers are getting as close to the national average as they can in pay, and that the general needs of the school districts are met. And I think that's it.
Well, what would you say to people who say Republicans are waging a war on public education?
I think that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Again, and I've only been here for four of them, but for 6 successive years since we've taken over in the General Assembly, we've had six successive budget increases in education. In the 4 years I've been here on education appropriations as well for a little while, we've had three teacher pay raises. We have two more built into the system in 2017 and 2018 coming. And we all have said, and we all believe, that education spending has to increase. We need to get up to a place that continues the trend and the tradition in North Carolina that we care about education, and we do. And I think that when you have to deal with a great recession like we did, and the fact that we had to dig ourselves out of that Laurentian trench that they have in the South Pacific that's miles down, that's we had to climb our way back out and then build a mountain from there.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
And why should people vote for you instead of Mr. Abright?
Because I'm part of that. Because I care. Because I believe in hope, faith, optimism. Because I work. I work for a living. I get things done. Whether or not it's the HB 81, which is the machinery bill that's going to bring jobs to my district, whether or not it's the issue with crisis beds that I've worked on, pre-K, things having to do with Alzheimer's, kids with disabilities, students with disabilities. I've always been there. And the municipalities have all got my help on one issue or another, whether or not it is the new bridge that we're going to build in Wendell, whether or not it's been a financial issue for Zebulon, issues with Rollsville and some road projects, and downtown money for Wake Forest, as well as PARTF park money. I've always been there for them.